Allan Lichtman is a political historian and professor at American University who has gained significant attention for his 13 Keys to the Presidency, a predictive model he created to forecast the outcomes of U.S. presidential elections. Introduced in the 1980s, the model is based on a series of true, false statements or keys that Lichtman argues are the most critical factors in determining whether an incumbent party will retain the presidency. These 13 keys cover a range of areas from economic conditions to social unrest, scandal, and the charisma of the candidates. When a certain number of keys favor the incumbent, Lichtman predicts they will win. If they don't, he predicts they'll lose. His model is straightforward. If the incumbent party meets or exceeds a specific threshold of positive keys, they're expected to keep the White House, fall below that, and they're predicted to lose. Lichtman's model has certainly generated its share of hype and curiosity. Over the years, it has often aligned with actual election outcomes, which he cites as evidence of its accuracy. But is this model really predictive, or does it merely rest on a foundation of vague, retrospective criteria? Why Lichtman's model doesn't hold up? Despite the attention it has received, Lichtman's model has numerous problems when examined closely. One of the main criticisms is that his keys are largely subjective and only truly make sense after an election has already taken place. Many of his keys are so loosely defined that they can be interpreted in different ways depending on the specific outcome, creating a model that risks becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. For example, the keys regarding social unrest and scandal can vary wildly in interpretation. What qualifies as significant social unrest? How severe must a scandal be to turn a key? The ambiguity here allows for wide discretion, enabling Lichtman to interpret these keys in a way that aligns with the actual result, making it easy to claim predictive success after the fact. Another significant critique is that his model, at its core, aims to predict a 50-over-50 outcome. Elections generally have only two possible results, so predicting a winner isn't necessarily insightful. It's akin to flipping a coin and being right roughly half the time, especially in a country with polarized politics where close elections are common. Why Lichtman wants his model to be right? Lichtman has invested years of his academic and public life into his 13 Keys to the Presidency and has cultivated a reputation around his model's purported accuracy. This public investment makes him deeply interested in proving it works, despite any inherent flaws. By positioning his model as a reliable predictor, Lichtman secures a place as a recurring media figure during election cycles, capitalizing on the public's desire for election insights. This creates a scenario where Lichtman is not just an academic observer but also has a vested interest in his model appearing correct, even if that means retrofitting certain outcomes to match his keys. Furthermore, any media visibility enhances his credibility, which likely drives his dedication to publicizing his model's success, even if the metrics behind it are questionable. Why predicting a 50-over-50 outcome isn't a prediction at all? When the outcome of an event is as binary as a presidential election, any model that aims to predict the winner can appear to be right, simply due to chance. Given enough election cycles, a model can appear accurate by virtue of the limited possible outcomes, not necessarily because it offers real insight. This phenomenon, correctly predicting an outcome in a two-option scenario, isn't inherently impressive because, statistically, even blind guesses will be right about half the time. In other words, while Lichtman's 13 keys may have occasionally aligned with past election results, this does not prove their validity as a predictive tool. A truly predictive model should be able to provide unique insights beyond what general probability already suggests. But the 13 keys largely recycle factors that can be interpreted and revised post-election to fit the result, with little predictive precision. The takeaway, more gimmick than prediction. While Allan Lichtman has found a niche with his 13 Keys model, it's crucial to remember that political predictions, especially those hinging on subjective interpretations of loosely defined criteria, do not offer the kind of predictive reliability that they might claim. The 13 keys can be molded to match outcomes and rely on hindsight more than foresight. In the end, Lichtman's 13 Keys to the Presidency are more of a media-friendly gimmick than a tool for genuinely understanding or predicting political outcomes. When it comes to reliably forecasting future elections, we might be better off examining concrete data and trends over ambiguous keys that could tilt either way.